One, two. Hi everyone, and welcome to the Golf Flight channel. I'm your host Larry, and I just wanted to do an introductory video so that you guys can get to know us and we can continue making great videos with each other. So the main purpose of this channel is really to show how fun golf can be. So it's not about being elitist. It's not about being you know showing off money, but it's more of just enjoying the sport. Yes, it can be expensive, but there are ways around it, and I can share with you some of the things that I've done to get to enjoy the sport even more. All right. So just to introduce myself, so I'm Larry, and I've been playing golf for roughly around 12 years. Um, I'm currently at a 12 handicap, so it's not so bad, but it's also not so good, right? On a good day, it's really good. On a bad day, it's really bad. So I can understand, and that's really what golf is, right? What else? I play mostly on the south courses, so south of Metro Manila, Calamba, Batangas, and the Cavite golf courses. Those are the golf courses I usually play on. But I've also played on the northern courses, Northwoods, Pradera, Beverly, and hopefully I get to show you some of these golf courses over the next few episodes, right? So the main content that we'll be sharing with you guys is mostly match play. So we'll be playing with golf industry people, we'll be playing with celebrities, we'll be playing with normal, regular day golfers, right? Because what we want to do is we want to show the whole spectrum of golfers here in the Philippines, right? So if you guys like it and if you guys enjoy it, please subscribe, like the videos, and hopefully we have enough time and enough effort, right, to get to finish all of these videos and to produce them as much as we can, right? We'll try to go one video a week so that you guys have new content that you can take a look at. Again, we'll be going around different courses. Lately, we've been doing Fernando Air Base, Ayala Greenfields, Pradera. Those are the golf courses that are in the cycle that we'll be doing, and definitely we'll be sharing with you some tips on how we play them. Not necessarily the best way, but at least the idea of how to play them, we'll share it with you so that you guys can enjoy, right? So for today, we'll just do a quick what's in the bag video, just to show you what I'm carrying, and at least you have an idea of how it compares with what you will be using. All right, so we'll start at the top end of the bag. So we'll start with a driver. So I carry a Titleist 917 driver. It's on a Fujikura Rombax stiff flex shaft. It's actually an older shaft, but I really like how it feels. And I actually cut off about an inch, so it's playing a lot shorter than the standard length, but it still works for me. I lost a little bit of distance with the shorter shaft, but I gained a lot more control. So I'm hitting the fairways a lot more often, and for my game, I think that's more important, right? So next one from the top end. Sorry, let me just put this down. From next one is my 3-wood. So I carry a Callaway XR16 3-wood, 16 degrees pro head with a Speeder 765 stiff flex shaft. Okay, this is actually my favorite, one of my favorite clubs in the bag, because it actually makes sure that I get into play. So there was a time wherein I didn't actually use my driver for probably a little less than a year. So I was using the 3-wood a lot. At least it got me on the fairway a whole lot with a decent amount of distance. So I'm happy with that one. That's why, it's one of my favorites. And moving on to my second favorite club, which is my 3 hybrid Callaway XR Steelhead. So it's also rocking a Ozic program stiff shaft. This is actually a gift from my uncle. Hi, Uncle Jesse. I'm still using it. We got this from the States, and it was a pretty good deal. And it's been very helpful to me. Anything close to 200 yards, 190 to 200 yards, this is the club that I will use, and I'm very happy with it. Right? Very controlled. And now I have my irons. So obviously I'm not going to bring them all out, but I'm carrying I'm carrying the X18s, Callaway X18s cavity back irons. I carry from 4 to pitching wedge of it, and I'm using them with a Dynamic Gold X100 shaft. This is actually an older club. Actually, most of my clubs are relatively old, but this is actually the club that I started golf with when I started with my dad. So it's actually I actually came back to it after playing with the Mizuno. The Mizunos are very, very nice. As they say, nothing feels like a Mizuno, but for me, I needed a little bit of help with the consistency, so I went back to the old cavity backs, and they've been pretty good to me recently. So hopefully they continue to play that well, right? So those are my irons. Now to the lower end of my bag. So I have, aside from the pitching wedge, I have 2 other wedges. I'm using as an approach wedge the RTX4 Cleveland 52 degree wedge. So this one, I really like the control that I get from it. I'm not really the best short game player, but I'm happy with it, and it gives me the control and the spin that I need, right? So this is what I'm rocking for my approach wedge, and for my sand wedge, I rock a 56 degree RTX 588 Cleveland wedge. So this is my sand wedge. It's actually, I've been using this for about 6 years already. And it's pretty reliable for me. I just sharpen the grooves every now and then, so that I get to maintain the spin and the control that I need. Again, I'm not really the best short game player, and my friends will, and you'll see in the succeeding videos, but these are the ones that have gotten me through the rounds. And last but not least, actually I'm still on the fence between the 2 of them. I don't know if you guys in the comments will be able to help me, but I'm still undecided whether to use the Sigma G Ping Cushion Sigma G putter. So I think it's called a double wide. It's between a mallet and a blade putter. And then I use a Tour Sensor grip. So this is the one that I'm using regularly, at least more regularly now. And then the other choice for me would be a Scotty Cameron Futura X putter. Relatively old, but again, Scotties are very nice. The feel of the Scotties are really, really, really reliable. And I don't know, I just can't decide between the two of them. Maybe I'll do a putting video just to see which of them helps me a lot more. But I'm still undecided whether to put this in the bag or the ping putter. But either way, the control for both of them is there. It's just that the ping usually wins out because of the speed control. So on the distance control, I feel it a little bit better with the ping. But of course, if I'm going on a slow course or a slow green course, I tend to use the Scotty so that it helps with the distance, with the speed at least, right? So what other things are in my bag aside from the tees and the golf balls? I also have this. This is my reliable toy. This is the Live Golf. This is from Go Sport. This is the Live Golf rangefinder. So it helps me, especially in the courses that I'm not really familiar with. So it helps me with the distances, get my yardage correctly, at least give me a chance to get to the right distances and the right areas, right? I also used to use a GPS watch, but I still find that it's a lot easier to manage a golf course, especially for the blind shots, so that you can see the hazards and everything. So I tend to use the rangefinder a lot more, right? So I guess that's basically what's in my bag. I don't think you want to know the sunscreen and all that, but yeah, I do carry some sunscreens in the bag because those are the things that you really need on a golf course. So at least in terms of golf equipment, that's it. Again, if you guys like the content, if you guys have the time, please click subscribe, smash the like button, and click on the notifications so that you can see any of the future videos that we have. Hopefully once a week we get a video out for you guys. I'm not really going to promise great golf, but I will promise at least a fun game for you guys. Again, this is Larry and welcome to Golf Flight. So I'll see you around the course.